Hello. You are really, hello, Ray Mary. Yes, really needing this group of wonderful people tonight, needing some prayers and good vibes sent your way. Most definitely, because those were the words that came into my mind just a couple minutes ago, picking up the pieces of your life. And a lot of us have pieces that they're scattered all over the place. We used to be a whole piece, but then something happened and we got fragmented. Our lives got shattered. Our relationships got shattered. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Our relationships got shattered. Our lives got shattered. Our countries got shattered. Everything got shattered and into not just one piece or two pieces. It's all these types of pieces that our life literally got broken in two. And then you find yourself wondering, where do I go from here? How do I move forward? I am so broken. I am broken to pieces. My soul, my spirit is crushed. My heart is broken in two because the life that I had is now literally broken into pieces. And it's very difficult, and you're not alone if you feel as if your life is broken into pieces. How do you move on? How do you pick up those pieces and make something with those pieces? I know it's difficult. I know it's very difficult. I have been through that oftentimes in my life, and it's very heartbreaking. It is, and it really it sends you into a downward spiral, and it seeks to take that hope that you once had and that joy and that happiness within, and it just tells it to go bye-bye. And then you're left with an overwhelming sadness on the inside. It does not have to be this way. It does not have to last. It does not. You can pick up those broken pieces, okay, of your life, and you can be made whole again. Your life can be rearranged. Those pieces of your life can be rearranged to where you have a life now. It may not be the same life you had. It may not be the same circumstances that you had, but you definitely can be put back together in a way that gives you the inner strength to move forward. Despite being broken, your pieces can be put back together and you can become much, much stronger and much more determined not to ever, ever, ever give up. Don't you give up. If you feel as if your life has been literally shattered to pieces, don't you ever give up. You take those pieces back up. You gather together those pieces of your life and you just pull them together. And if you haven't heard about the power of prayer, prayer does work. You can call on a higher power. You can call on Jesus. You can call on God. You can pray to whoever it is that you pray to. Okay, you are not. No, it's not the end. It's not the end when your life is shattered and broken into pieces. It's not. And if your heart is, or any part of you, if it's not the end. It's not the end. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for you to move forward. It may not be the same, and chances are it will never be the same. But guess what? That's how we grow. I have literally been broken in two several times. And I could have sat there and felt sorry for myself longer than I did, but I didn't. I thought, you know what? I can't live like this. I cannot live like this. I cannot let my spirit be crushed and remain crushed. I've got to live. As long as I want you to listen, as long as you've got breath in your body, as long as you are still breathing, there is hope. There's hope. Okay, there's a hope for a better tomorrow than what you have today. There is hope. It starts on the inside of here. Okay, don't give up. And don't think that all is lost, that you can never move forward. You can move forward. You don't need to move backwards. You can move forward. You can push yourself beyond the pain that is welling up within you, the pain of your shattered life, your shattered relationship, your job, whatever it is. You can move beyond the pain. And with the determination that is within you, you can work for something better. Okay, you can. You can work for something better. You can push onward. You can walk forward in faith. And when you walk forward in faith with that determination within you, and if you are a praying person and you like to pray to Jesus, He will answer your prayers. He will know the sincerity of your heart. And God knows the sincerity of your heart, you all. That's right. There's like this verse. You ask and you don't receive because you ask with the wrong motives. There's a lot of people say, well, I've prayed before and my prayers never did get answered. Well, you could have asked with the wrong motives, okay? This is how, like relationships, people know when you're sincere, when you're asking about them. They know when they're talking to you whether you are sincere in what you say, okay? God knows whether you're sincere. Jesus knows whether you're sincere. The universe knows whether or not you're sincere. There's a great big consciousness out there, a spiritual consciousness, a spiritual collectiveness, okay, that does work together for your good. Okay, it does. The universe, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, there is a higher power. There is a spiritual power that we can tap into. We are much more powerful than we realize, you all. And guess what? Something else knows that we are much more powerful. Something else knows that. And that is why oftentimes our lives, something happens and our lives get shattered. Our relationships get shattered. But guess what? What this other thing doesn't calculate is that when we're pushed to the brink, we don't break. We don't literally break in two. It may look like our hearts are broken in two, our lives are broken in two. No, we bend. Okay, we bend and we gather ourselves back together. There may be cracks, but they're not broken pieces, okay? You're not so broken that your life can't be fixed and that you can't be fixed and that your relationships can't be fixed. You're not that broken that you cannot move forward, okay? You can move forward, okay? I want you to know you can move forward. Even with everything that's going on, you all, it's not the end. It's a beginning. It's a new beginning. It's a new way of life, a new way of thinking, a new way of just like working things out, you all. You're much stronger than you realize. You really are. And the universe will work with you. Jesus will work with you. God will work with you. Okay. You're not alone. You've never been alone. You have us. I have you. You have me. We have each other. We are all connected in the spiritual realm. And the connection, the bond that we have, it's the greatest bond of all, and it's love. This love can endure all things, no matter what comes our way in life. This love that is literally grounded and rooted within the core of our being, it cannot be taken out of us. This love is the light that shows us the way forward. In the times that are dark, it shows the way forward. It literally brings us back together, pulls us back together. Even though you may be broken, this love on the inside of you can literally pull you back together, okay, and make you whole. Okay, please don't give up. It's not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not helpless. Okay, you're not alone. You're not. And the battle is only just beginning. The battle is only just beginning. There's been many times in your life when you have been beaten down and you didn't know if you were going to be able to rise again. But guess what? During those times of your life when you've been beaten down, you did rise again. You rose again, much stronger and much more determined than ever. Okay? Same thing was happening now. You will rise again. Okay? You will rise again. You've got this spirit within you that will not go out without a fight. Okay? You've got a fighting chance on the inside of you. You do. Please don't give up. Please don't think that all is lost, that all is hopeless. Okay? It's not. It's not. We are in this together. This everything that's happening, you know, we are a global family. We have global friends. I don't consider you all acquaintances or nothing, even though it's the official definition of an acquaintance or a friend. Okay, I don't consider you all fans or followers. I consider you my friends. Okay, I sit and I can have a conversation with you. I can tell you what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling, and you can comment to everyone on here too. You all, we're friends, okay? This is a family here, a global family, and we're not alone. When you hurt, the family hurts, okay? The family hurts. And we need to understand that, you know, even though you're going through a particular thing, there may very well be, and chances are there's a lot of other people like you who are going through the same thing, and they're just looking for direction. They're looking for hope. They're looking for that connection to where they don't feel alone and they don't feel lonely, that they feel loved. They're looking forward for that connection, you all. We've got that connection here thanks to this internet, thanks to this YouTube channel. We've got each other, okay? We've got God. We've got Jesus. You've got your creator source. You've got the universe, okay? You've got it. You've got what you need, okay? In the spiritual realm, there are battles taking place in the spiritual realm. They all started in the spiritual realm and literally flowed over into our realm, into the real world, you all. That's what's happened, and that's what will continue to happen. We are warriors. We got to keep this strength up within us. We got to let them know, no, you're not going to, you might think you're going to break me to pieces, but you're not going to break my spirit. You're not going to break my spirit. We've got to let them know, these spiritual entities out there, what's happening. No, you may take everything from me. You may want to crush my spirit, but in the end, you won't. You will not. You cannot. We don't have to give them permission to enter inside of here and crush our spirit or our soul. We don't have to give them permission. Okay, even though it's really tough, you may have lost your job, you may be on the brink of losing your home and your family. We don't have to let the enemy take what's left of our essence. We don't have to do that, you know. We do not. We can fight. We can stand up where we're at and we can fight in the spiritual realm. You may say, Gina, how is it possible to fight in a spiritual realm? Well, there's people who are really good at praying. They're called praying warriors, prayer warriors. And or there's other people, whatever else they do, they chant. I don't know what they do, you all, but you can meditate. You are a warrior, okay? You are. You have so much more power within you, so much untapped power within you. And the enemy knows it. The enemy knows it. That's why it's trying so hard to crush humanity. I want that enemy to know that we have had our eye on them. We have had our eye on the enemy. The enemy in the spiritual realm. Okay, we have given them a lot of time to turn from their ways. A lot of time, but you know what? They have refused. They have refused, and it's because of their pride within them. Their pride within them. They think that they are above us. They think that they are above us. They're not above us. Okay? And you know, here's the sad thing. They know how it's all going to end. They too don't want to go down without a fight. You know, they could turn from their ways, but they don't want to. They don't want to because they're stubborn and they're bullheaded. Okay, you can think of these entities in the spiritual realm, what's happening. You can think of them as a human beings because I'm telling you, they got a human body that they're occupying. Okay, they got a human body just like you got a human body. I got a human body. And you know what? They got all these emotions and stuff. They use their body for whatever they want to. Okay, their vessel to do about whatever they're doing, you all. They've had plenty of time to turn from their ways and take the right path, to get on a different path. They didn't have to continue down this path that they're on. They didn't have to. But you know what? They did. They just continued down on their path. You know where they're going to be ending up? This path that they're on is leading to a dead end. And it's going to lead to their destruction one day because they have refused. They have refused to listen when they should have listened. Okay, they did. There's many of them. Many. But there's more of us than there is of them. Okay, much more of us than there is of them. Okay, so they want to put out the light of humanity, but it's not happening. Okay, it's not happening because our essence, our humanity, is literally connected to the spiritual realm, to the higher power. Okay, to the creator of all things. We are connected on the inside of here. Okay, and love is at the core of our being. Okay, they can't say that, but we can say that. Love, perfect love, drives out all fear. Perfect love drives out all fear. No one can stand against perfect love on the inside of you. Okay, they can't. Love endures all things. Okay, it endures all things. And you've got this love on the inside of you. You can endure all things. Even though the road will get very bumpy, the road will get very rough, times will get very hard. You may feel like giving up, but please don't give up. You've got to stay strong. I promise you, this love will give you more strength than you've ever realized, okay? It will. And we have each other, you all. Please don't give up. It's not the end. It's only the beginning. The battle is just beginning. And some of you may not make it to the end of this battle. You may not, even though you fought to the very end, okay? You fought to the very end. You may not make it to the very end of this battle, but you did your best. You did what you were called upon to do within your spirit, okay? And nobody's going to fault you for that. Nobody, and you're not a failure, okay? You're not a failure in this life, okay? Don't even let that thought entertain you. Don't even entertain that thought. You're not a failure. You're not a failure. Okay, you are a warrior. Okay, and you're not alone. You're not alone. Just because situations don't turn around and you can't push beyond that barrier, there are some of us who can push beyond the barriers. Okay, some of us. When you have an army, you have people who are trained to do different things. Okay, you do. And that's what we are. We are a massive, massive army of light. Okay, spiritual army of light. We're on this earth. We're on this earth. And there's more of us who have not taken on human form. They're up there too, okay? And guess what? The enemy knows it. The enemy knows that there's more of us up there in the spiritual realm, and they're battling them. They're battling them. And they're losing, okay? They're losing up there. That's why they're trying so hard here on earth to battle us on earth. All of us who have a body, a human body. That's why they're battling us so hard, okay? Because while on earth, they can't battle us up there. They're coming after our bodies, okay? They are. They're coming after our vessels because we're stuck in these bodies, you all. We're stuck in them. We've got to make the best of them. We really got to make the best of these bodies that we've been given, you all, and use all the strength that these bodies can give us, okay? Even though we are a spirit inside here. I hope that this has made sense to you all. I just let the words flow out, you all. I don't even know what I said. I don't, but I'll go back and listen to this. And I just want to thank you all for tuning in. And I want you to know, please don't ever give up. You don't have to give up, okay? You can stand strong to the end. Fight to the end for what you believe in within your spirit, okay? You've got to live with your conscience. You've got to live with this spirit within you, okay? You do. Do what you need to do, okay? No one's going to fault you. No one's going to call you a failure. No one's going to call you that. They don't have the right. Okay? They don't have the right. We are all faced with different situations, and this is global. Different situations are happening in our lives, and we're feeling broken. Okay? We're feeling broken. The world is broken. That's why this battle is taking place. It's broken. But one day, we will have a new heaven. One day, we will have a new earth. And this darkness that sought to put out our light, it will be no more. It will be no more. We will be victorious in the end. We will. We will all make it to the other side as long as we don't give up. Okay? As long as you don't give up. And I don't think you're going to give up. Okay? I don't. I'm sure massive warriors are rising within a lot of you. Very powerful warriors. Your spirit is literally being called to rise up within you. Okay, I'm sure of it. A lot of you, your spirit is literally rising up within you because it's your time. It's your time to stand and fight where you're at with your situations and in your circumstances. This is global. It's all global. Everything is global. And it started in the spiritual realm. That's where it started. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Please don't ever give up, you all. You've got hope. You've got breath still in this body. No matter what happens, press onward. Don't let them crush your spirit. Okay, don't let them. Stay strong. We've got each other. We will have each other, and we'll have this line of communication as long as we are meant to. And no one will be able to take it from us as long as it is meant until it's time for this line of communication to end. Okay? I don't know when the time of the communication will end. I'm sure one day it will, but in the meantime, we're going to use this to connect. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you. And thank you, moderators, for all that you do, too. And thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen to me. I didn't know I was going to get on here, but I did, and that's okay. Spontaneous. You're so very welcome. Thank you for joining. Love you.